Very importantly, this is a estimated $4.4 billion project that's been funded by the government of Jamaica, meaning the people of Jamaica, which I really like the sound of that. Now, welcome back to the channel, viewers and subscribers. This week again we're in Portmore, and we're going to take a tour this week of the Resilience Park. I'll be basically giving you, as per usual, some information about that and that isn't necessarily out there. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please remember to like and subscribe and share the videos.
Imagine a Jamaica where every parish boasts its own green oasis, a space where families can relax, communities can connect, and nature can thrive. This is the ambitious vision of the Urban Development Corporation's Urban Spaces program, and today we're diving into their latest groundbreaking initiative, a new park in Portmore, St. Catherine.
Currently in the Passage Fort community, heading towards the Resilience Park. As you can see right across the road, that we're looking at the Resilience Park, all of that fencing that basically surrounds the 26-acre property. Let me just be careful and make my way across the roadway now. And as noted before, this is a UDC project. It's an island-wide project in terms of transforming every parish in the island. A very ambitious one, but I think it's an extremely good one if you're looking at the environment. Especially, you'll remember the kind of transformation that Emancipation Park has done to the New Kingston area, and we'd also see that there's another park in Montego Bay, which is Harmony, which is also another fabulous park. So as we make the trek now, you'd also see there's a combination of drone shots that I'm showing you because I can't physically head over to the premises where work is being done now. So the drone shots will basically give you a better perspective from overhead of what's happening. But here's some more information. This is about the Urban Spaces program. The Urban Spaces program supports the government of Jamaica's mission to increase green spaces across the island, enhancing the holistic wellness of its citizens. The success of Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay is proof of what can be achieved. Now, the UDC has set its sights on a lot of 26 acres in the Portmore Town Centre, ready to transform into a haven for recreation and environmental relief. Now, I think the difference with this park is that it's going to be more environmentally themed in comparison to the others. So it's a more, I don't think they're going, if I'm not mistaken, it's not going to be a similar track as to the one in New Kingston. It's going to be a bit different, more environmentally friendly. Let me not say, because I'm not 100% sure of what kind of materials will be used. But just to go further on, it's a right Portmore. And with its high population density, rising temperatures and air quality challenges, further worsened by climate change, this community is in need of a green relief space. The plant park will offer recreational and sporting facilities while addressing some of these environmental concerns. And I know that a lot of you would agree with that. In terms of, yes, there are environmental concerns, because Portmore is heavily populated, one of the most heavily populated areas in the country. And just some background, some back information. I'm not sure if you knew that this wasn't the first plan for the park in Portmore. It says back in 2015, the German city of Reagan signed a memorandum of understanding with the Portmore Municipal Council to create a climate change park. This park was envisioned to include the planting, running trails, tree planting, running trails, ponds, wind turbines, and even spaces for small indigenous animals. Now, I'm not sure what happened with that, but that plan kind of fell through. And just to go further, while this initial work site began, the park's development was delayed Now the UDC's Urban Spaces program breathes new life into the vision with a dual purpose plan to incorporate elements of climate change park alongside its own green space goals.
So yeah folks, it's a long walk. As I said, this is a 26-acre property owned by the Urban Development Corporation, and you know it has its mandate now to build a similar park in every parish, as I said earlier on, in terms of with the environmental focus being the main thing, especially with the climate change that you know the entire world is experiencing, but especially those that live in the Caribbean, where we tend to be a bit lower towards the sea in terms of where the Caribbean islands, even our mountain range is not in comparison to those of other much larger countries. And also you would notice in the junction you see some buildings being constructed. There would be bathroom facilities, other admin offices and so on. I think also, let me see if I can show you a image of what the park is supposed to look like. So here we can see an artist rendition of what the park is supposed to look like. As you can see, it says coming soon your Portmore Park. And as you know, there are several businesses that surround this particular area. As you look over to the left, you see that there's a car mart over there. Also look further, that's a newly constructed plaza. Express Fitness is upstairs for the fitness buffs, and just beyond that, the National Commercial Bank. Around this side you'll also find Victoria Mutual and the Portmore Mall, Burger King, KFC and all of those other businesses. Also this is the area that most people tend to, this side of Portmore, tend to come to get transportation to head into Kingston or Spanish Town. You tend to find a lot of traffic in this area, especially in the weekdays. A lot of you are familiar, but also remember that it is always heavily flooded when you have rainfall. So it's nice to see that now there's some development being done with this piece of land that has been here for quite some time. As you can see, the area, I guess just because we are so close to the sea, the area tends to have a lot of water. I also hope that we can fix some amount of drainage issues, because the water is in this area, but it's work being done. Not going to complain too much. So I personally am happy for the transformation, because for far too long this place has been here, and there have been, matter of fact, I can give you a bit of history. I think back in about 2003 or 2001, the JFED had initially broken ground that they would have built what is now the Horace Burrell Training Center, which is now at the University of West Indies. It was initially supposed to be over here also. So there have been a lot of promises to the residents of Portmore in terms of development of the area, and we're now finally seeing that. And like I said earlier, the Big Buy Plaza is another
There's another plaza there, and then there's NCB right there. Here's VM, as I had mentioned earlier. So this here needs some bushing.
Yeah, this is a track that everybody tends to walk with,
Instead of most of us using the actual sidewalk. You know, Jamaicans, we love shortcut. So there is KFC right in front of you. Now those are vehicles that would, this is where the vehicles would exit the toll road adjacent to the Portmore Mall. Out there, that is where they have the bus terminus, where the buses would come from Kingston, Halfway Tree, and other areas to let passengers off in this area.
From this ground level perspective, you can see just beyond that fence
some of the construction work that's happening. I think we'll get a much better view as soon as we go past this palm tree to see another better look at what is happening over there. And very importantly, this is a estimated $4.4 billion project that's been funded by the government of Jamaica, meaning the people of Jamaica, which, you know, I really like the sound of that. You know, we're not back in the days when we have to borrow literally to do everything. So as a Jamaican, I feel very proud that we are now in a much better position economically. So yeah, people, so let's take a look. See? It's nice construction going on here. Very good.
Folks, a little bit of entertainment going on across the road. There's a sign. Cautioning persons to look out for the construction vehicles. This is the main entrance to the site. So in terms of the environmental significance, they should provide a green relief space to combat the impacts of climate change in the Portmore community. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please tune in for the next video.